Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. Today is Vlogmas day 20. It is a baking day for me. You can see I have a big old cozy sweatshirt on that's not very nice for filming, but that's okay. You don't care. You just care about what I'm making. So, like I said, it is cookie making day here, and one of the things that we like to make at Christmas time to put on our cookie trays isn't really a cookie, isn't really a candy. It's kind of a sweet treat. And I thought before I started making them, I'm like, I bet they would love to see this. It's a pretty popular item, so you've probably seen it before, but I know Doug's Aunt Marie, the first time I ever had it was at Doug's 4th of July picnics. And his Aunt Marie makes these for every single 4th of July picnic. It would not be 4th of July picnic without Aunt Marie's Butterscotch Crunchies. I like to make them and add them to cookie treats because, like I said, they're just a little bit different. So I thought I would bring you along. It is 3 ingredients. It is super fast and super easy. And this time of year, we all need that. So let's get making some butterscotch crunchies. Okay, all we need is a bag of butterscotch baking chips. We need a can of chow mein noodles. Now the original recipe calls for a 12-ounce bag. They have since downsized to 11. It calls for a 3-ounce can. This is 5. And 1 cup of salted cocktail peanuts. That is it. 3 ingredients. Let's get started. Okay, the first thing we have to do is we have to melt our butterscotch chips. Now, I want to just say from the get-go that the original recipe that I have says that this does not work with chocolate chips. I don't know if that's true or not. It's just what the recipe says before anybody asks. So I have my double boiler here. You can melt these in the microwave. You can just melt them in a pot. Whatever works for you is okay to do it. I just tend to sometimes walk away from things because, you know, squirrel and all that. So I'm less likely to burn them if I do them in a double boiler. But you can do them in a nice big bowl and then you don't have to worry about transferring. So we're just going to melt these down completely. You can see they're already started. But we will get them completely liquid, and then we're going to just add our other ingredients in and plop them out on a piece of wax paper or parchment paper, whatever you have. Easy peasy. So I'm going to let that go until they're nice and smooth and melty. Okay, that only took a few minutes, and you can see it is nice and velvety smooth. So I am going to turn the heat down to low. I want to keep it on a little bit of heat just so it doesn't start to set up before I get everything mixed in. First thing I'm going to do is add my chow mein noodles. I'm going to add a little bit more than half the can. And just start getting those mixed in. And it is okay if they break up. You don't want them powder, but they can definitely be broken up into little pieces because actually they're easier to eat that way. Now I'm going to add the rest. Get those mixed in. We're going to start adding the peanuts. Same thing, half and half. If you're using a double boiler, you just have to be really careful because you don't have as much room as you do in a big old bowl. So maybe the first time you make these, until you get the hang of it, use a big old bowl in the microwave. Okay. Now I'm just going to keep stirring until they're all coated. And then we are just going to put them on the wax paper. So let's switch positions and get over to the counter. Okay, now that our mixture is all well combined, we are just going to grab a teaspoon or whatever it is you'd like to use. And we are just going to drop them right on the wax paper and kind of make them into a little bundle, a little ball. I think some people call these haystacks. You can see why you don't mind if the chow mein noodles break in half, because you want them to be easily eaten. So if your noodles did not break much, don't be shy about going in there and chopping them up just a little bit. So then you just keep going. And I try to pay attention and get peanuts in every little cluster or bundle. Now you can make these as large or as small as you want, but I will warn you, they are sweet. Butterscotch chips are super duper sweet, so you might not want them too big. And like I said, I just kind of, after I place them, I just kind of make sure they're in a nice little packet. You can also, if you have someone with a peanut allergy, you 100% can omit the peanuts and they will be absolutely fine. I know when Aunt Marie makes these for the picnic, she makes one batch with and one batch without peanuts. So I know they come out just fine. So I'm gonna go finish these. It should make, depending on how big you make them, approximately 4 dozen. And like I said, they're just really great on a cookie tray as just a little something different than a cookie. That's what I like to do. I don't serve them separately like in a bowl or anything. I just put them right on the cookie tray. I tuck them in and around all the different varieties of cookies. And it's just a pleasant little treat. So I'm going to go finish these up, and then we are just going to let them sit. You can put them in the fridge. Absolutely. They'll harden up really fast in the fridge. And if you find it that you're working a little slow and your butterscotch starts to harden, just throw it back on the heat. Loosen it up again, but it takes a while, so. But like I said, you can leave these at room temp to harden up, or you can throw them in the fridge if you are in a hurry. Usually I put them on a cookie sheet on the wax paper, and I didn't do that. Okay, now I really am going to go and finish these up. Okay, my friends, I never did put them in the refrigerator because I got busy with babies and stuff because they woke up from their nap. Now everybody's gone, so here they are. This is what a butterscotch crispy or crunchy, butterscotch crunchy looks like. They are really, really good. They are very sweet. I ended up getting 41 or 42 out of it. I didn't get quite the 4 dozen because I made some of them way too big. Like that one's way too big. This is the perfect size. Perfect size, way too big. So just kind of be aware when you're making them. I definitely could have gotten more out of these if I didn't make them so big, but it is what it is. So as far as points and calories, one butterscotch crunchy is 71 calories and 4 points. Your typical cookie. Now, I know that Lily's baking chips does have a butterscotch chip. Honestly, I've never worked with them. I don't know how well they melt. I don't know anything about them, but you could definitely reduce the points if you use the Lily's. You can also reduce the points by only using half a cup of peanuts, or maybe chop the use a half a cup, but maybe chop them a little bit. Don't make them really chopped, but that way you're reducing the points, but you're still getting that peanut flavor. Or if you don't like peanuts, even better. You're reducing the points even more. So the only thing you're not gonna be able to reduce the points on is the chow mein noodles. So that is it. That is this quick little sweet treat video. Makes, like I said, a really nice addition to your candy tray, your cookie tray, whatever. And that is all I have for you today for Vlogmas Day, what is it? 20. Vlogmas Day 20. So thank you, my friends, for spending a little bit of time, taking time out of your very busy day. I know this is crunch week for all of us, and I know how busy we all are. So thanks again. I'm going to pop a couple videos here of some other sweet treats that you might enjoy, and I will see you tomorrow for Weigh In. It's going to be ugly, a meeting topic. Talk to you then.